Hi, my name is Ricky Bamford.
And my name's Tori Peterson, and here's our science philosophies.
What is science?
Science is experiments. It is chemistry. It is biology. Science is beakers, solar systems, and balancing equations. What is inquiry?
Inquiry is wondering, exploring, investigating, and discovering. It is sharing thoughts, reflecting, and acting to make change. How can we get out of our comfort zone to challenge the Euro-Western ways of knowing?
Getting your hands dirty, letting students guide the type of lessons that you want to teach, taking science outside such as nature walks, and bringing the outside indoors such as indoor gardening. Mother Nature herself is a teacher after all.
We should, quote, seek out ways to situate disciplinary knowledge with a more profound experience of the natural world, end quote, or 2004, page 98. What are some main themes that our philosophies are based on?
It is commonly mistaken that experiments are the only way to get your class involved in hands-on learning. Ricky and I have come to know now that hands-on experiences are much more efficient than experiments. Experiments give you specific instructions to follow and get specific results, whereas in hands-on experiences, you explore and develop your own answers and results. There is not just one answer.
Another theme that was brought up this semester is the idea of what goes around comes around. This can connect to the 4 seasons, the medicine wheel, and animal life cycles. It is important to incorporate relationships and reciprocity into science.
How can we disrupt colonial discourses, such as the dichotomous key?
It is important to recognize the difference between Western ways of knowing and Indigenous ways of knowing by always having a critical perspective and challenging normal narratives of science. Recalling where your thoughts originate from is also a key point of disrupting colonial discourses.
For example, while learning about the dichotomous key, my mind rushed back to memories from elementary school and what I remember from learning there. This is activating my prior knowledge. I then started to question what I had learned about dichotomous keys, as perhaps my teacher was slightly biased when teaching. I never thought about how useful it would have been to make further connections and go outside to create my own dichotomous key. I remember distinctly completing a worksheet, sorting monsters in elementary school. I do believe now that this is a normative narrative. How can we bring Indigenous ways of knowing into curriculum?
We think it is important to weave Indigenous knowledge into daily lessons rather than making it a special lesson, which segregates it from the rest of the subjects. Cajete states that, quote, Native science is predicted on a cultural ideal that centers on nature, and which posits establishing on an ongoing and dynamic relationship based on traditions of holistic participation, end quote, page 82. How can we go beyond the blanket exercise?
think it is important to debrief the blanket exercise because it helps to deepen our understandings and expand our knowledge. It would also be beneficial to incorporate information from the blanket exercise into your daily lessons after the fact, and not just do the blanket exercise and forget about it. What is science?
Science is more than just experiments, chemistry, biology, beakers, solar systems, and balancing equations. As a teacher, science is giving the students opportunities to engage and explore different aspects of the world that we live in. We need to remember that some of the most important factors to learning come from different ways of knowing.
Science is less of entertainment and more engagement. Students will remember the experiences they had in science class more than the notes they had to write and memorize for standardized testing. Quote, "Of the four aspects of holistic life, physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual, the spiritual world tends to be most ignored. Once we accept the reality of spirit, it is incumbent on us to cultivate a relationship. Having a proper relationship implies proper interaction with our true supernatural existence." End quote. Cajete, page 90.